Warning: sensitive images.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
When I won Miss Montana USA, I came out as a vegan. I told everybody I'm vegan. It's Montana, one of our biggest exports are cattle. And so it was on the news in Montana, and I would go out and people knew who I was, and they would ask me questions and they were interested.
Continue watching to find out more.
Go ahead and make war so that people can see that you are a coward. 'Cause if you have to go to war facing the enemies yourself, you will not want to do it.
Good day, glamorous viewers. I am Niall. The friendly and welcoming people of Northern Ireland of the United Kingdom send you their cheers and best wishes. May your lives be full of peace and love. Welcome to our show entitled Merissa Underwood, Vegan, a fearless beauty for animal people and the environment, part 1 of 2. Today we have the pleasure to present an extraordinary person whose beauty and bravery add to the crown she wears. This talented young American is Merissa Underwood, whom we were honored to interview recently to learn more about her vegan journey of compassion for animal people and her environmental activism.
My name is Merissa Underwood. I am Miss Montana USA 2020. I competed at Miss USA last fall. I've been a vegan for 8 years now and an environmental activist as well, but in my heart it's animal rights, vegan for the animals, and ethical.
Growing up in rural America, Merissa and her 2 sisters were introduced to horse people by their grandmother at a very young age. Merissa recounts how she developed a close bond of love and empathy for the animal people surrounding her during this time.
I was riding horses from probably the age of 5. It was super young, and I think that's really where my love for animals came from.
Merissa majored in political science and journalism at Loyola Marymount University in California, USA. But she credits her high school years as the pivotal point of her journey to vegetarianism and later to veganism.
So I was vegetarian when I was 16. I was in Future Farmers of America, which is the high school program, basically where you learn how to be a rancher and have a career in animal agriculture. A lot of people would have projects at the end of the school year where they would show an animal at the county fair. This could be a cow, a sheep, or a goat. And I remember our teacher telling us that that was the purpose of the class, and it was just shocking to me. I couldn't comprehend it. I couldn't understand how somebody could care for a goat for an entire year and then sell it off to definitely be slaughtered. Everyone made fun of me. I didn't know anybody else who was vegetarian or not even vegan. I didn't even know what a vegan was at that time in high school. What ultimately led me to veganism was actually I had really bad skin for a long time, and I did everything that I possibly could to get clear skin. And then I read this article that said, cut out dairy, because dairy is really inflammatory for your skin. So I cut out dairy. It didn't do anything for my skin at all. But then I started looking up all these recipes and these foods for dairy replacements, and just was like, why am I not vegan? Why am I eating any animal products at all? And so eventually after 6 months, when I was, I think 22, maybe 21, I just fully became vegan.
Try to carry out a psychic energy experiment near a slaughterhouse, and you will receive signs of acute madness, not to mention the entities which attach themselves to the exposed blood. Nicholas and Helena Rorik, vegetarians.
Treasured viewers, we are going to pause for a moment to to pray for a cruelty-free, loving, peaceful world. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. Welcome back to our show featuring the beautiful Merissa Underwood. The famous Miss USA pageant is a beauty contest held annually in the United States since 1952. Merissa Underwood tells us about her motivation and experience of being a contestant.
Miss USA is the pinnacle of everything in pageant world. And I remember watching Miss USA in 2012, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I need to do that. There's something about it. Like, whatever they do, you can tell that they will be successful because they just have the drive. They have that platform underneath them. And so for me, I'm so glad to see my trajectory and the way that I changed over time, because I started competing before I was really an animal rights activist or an environmentalist. And when I look back, I'm so grateful I didn't win all those years and that I won on this specific year, because it was the most intense that I had been about animal rights and environmental policy, that it was just like the perfect year for me.
Merissa's resilience and natural talent prevailed, culminating on September 15, 2019, during the Miss Montana USA 2020 pageant held at the Montana Denison Theatre, when she was proclaimed Miss Montana USA.
Merissa Underwood!
Winning the Miss Montana USA title and the huge amount of public attention it came with, including entry into the Miss USA pageant, was the perfect time for Merissa to speak her truth. She used her time in the spotlight to selflessly spread her message of compassion for people of the animal kingdom and the protection of the environment, even including it in her introduction during the Miss USA pageant.
Montana! Merissa is a vegan who's proud to live a low-waste, eco-minimalistic lifestyle.
Unfortunately, this came with a lot of harsh criticism from those opposed to the positive message she was trying to share, as she explains.
It honestly changed the trajectory of my life completely. When I won Miss Montana USA, I came out as a vegan. I told everybody I'm vegan, and I shared some educational infographics on Instagram from Cowspiracy and a couple other environmental animal agriculture related documentaries. And I was just inundated with attacks, aggression. People hated me. My director, she started receiving thousands of hate messages, hate phone calls. I lost sponsorships. It's Montana, one of our biggest exports are cattle. So when the state title holder comes out and says, not only is eating animals wrong, but you shouldn't eat animals, and also eating animals is ruining the planet. It was just the worst thing that anybody could have ever done, but also the best thing that happened to me, because with all the hate came all the goodness. And so it was on the news in Montana, and I would go out and people knew who I was, and they would ask me questions and they were interested. People have told me that they became vegan because of what I talked about on social media alone. So talking about the power of social media activism is phenomenal, because it can and does change a lot of people.
Our appreciation to the courageous Merissa Underwood for her outspoken bravery in speaking up for our vulnerable animal co-inhabitants and this precious planet. For many decades, our beloved Supreme Master Ching Hai has spoken of the direct link between being vegan and saving the environment.
I would really like to plead with all the people to please awake, to our dire situation of the planet, and just do what we can in our individual capacity. And the easiest and fastest thing we can do is just to become vegan, so that we don't have to raise more animal people to feed them and to take care of them because they emit a lot of methane into the air and that warm our planet. And 55 plus billion murder every year. It's not the way we should keep going, especially if we want to save our planet. All the evidence point to that direction, that if we stop animal people raising, our planet will cool down. Very easy, just be vegan. Every one of us, yes, one simple solution.
Our deepest gratitude to Supreme Master Ching Hai for tirelessly sharing her wisdom. We pray that our shared dream for a vegan world is quickly realized. For more information on Merissa Underwood, please visit merissaunderwood.net.
Vegan, 'cause we know it hurts if we are not.
Compassionate viewers, we appreciate you spending your precious time with us today. Coming up next is The United Spirit of the Ukrainian People Shines Before the World, Part 4 of 12, on Between Master and Disciples, right after noteworthy news. May all beings on earth soon coexist harmoniously together.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/VE.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule et suprememastertv.com/VE.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule y suprememastertv.com/VE.
Naše programy nabízejí více jazyků. Prosím, navštivte suprememastertv.com/schedule a suprememastertv.com/VE